Welcome back, everybody. It's your favorite time of the week. It is time for us to learn a new recipe. Whoop whoop. So today we're sticking with our vegan lifestyle and we're making some vegan, no sugar added chocolate cupcakes. Woo! So this is good if you are trying to stay natural, because we're going to use natural sugars in this thing. I could also say it's good if you're a little diabetic, but sugar is sugar no matter what, so please keep that in mind. But anyways, we're gonna start off making some delicious cupcakes today. So to start off, we're actually gonna start with our frosting. This is gonna be our step one. We're gonna do a kind of chocolate ganache, whipped chocolate ganache frosting. We'll see how that turns out. So I have some chocolate here that I'm gonna put in my bowl. And I'm using this Enjoy Life chocolate. I got this from Whole Foods. I like this one because it's dairy free. It doesn't have wheat, peanuts, tree nuts, all that stuff that chocolate's not supposed to have anyway. But it's dairy free, so it's a good vegan chocolate for you guys to try. And then I have some oat milk, which I've heated up over the stove. And so I put this all together, and I'm just gonna kind of let this melt the chocolate a little bit and then combine it. So we're just gonna stir this around till it gets nice and melty and chocolatey. It's looking like chocolate milk right now. Chocolate cereal, Count Chocula, I don't know, all of that. Okay, so this is good enough. So we're gonna set this aside. One of the reasons I did this first is because I need this to chill and get a little bit hard. I might throw it in the fridge just to go a little bit faster, so when we whip it up, it's not too loose. So I'm gonna set this aside in the fridge, and then we're gonna start on our first part to make these cupcakes. So first up, for our batter, we need to puree our dates. This is what's gonna bring all the sugar to our cupcake mix. So this is our natural sugar aspect. Now, I'm not necessarily using all this dates because it does look like a lot. So I'm just using this as a base to go from there. Because sometimes you can add as much or as little as you want for the sweetness. I like mine a little more sweet, so I always have a little extra. So I'm gonna just pour all of this in there. Just throw that down up in there. Don't put your hands in blades and things. That is not safe. Always keep your hands out of blenders. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of this Oatly, my oat milk, just to make sure that I'm not just blending air. To make sure it can blend real good in there. So I'm gonna just put a little bit in here. I don't want too much because I already have milk in the for the recipe set aside, and I don't want too much added moisture. So we're gonna see how this goes. So I am actually gonna throw this in my food processor real quick because I forgot I had that. Just because the dates keep going to the side a whole bunch and I need them to puree. Real good. So I'm gonna move this to my food processor and blend it up some more. Blend! Y'all. Okay, so I got this food processor for Christmas. My manager, she hooked your girl up. And I ain't never seen nothing work so efficient. Look at this. Ooh! Look at this date paste that we using. Can you see that? This is magic. I ain't really never used this since college. And I forgot how magical this is. I said this is. Anyways, if y'all ever get a chance, get a food processor. Hamilton Beach. Thank you very much. I'll take some endorsements. Okay. Anyways, so now that this is done, I'm gonna set this aside. We only need about a cup of this for our cake mix. And then we can go ahead and get started, y'all. now we are ready to mix our cupcake together. So I'm just gonna do everything in my mixing bowl today to make it nice and easy. So I'm gonna start off with my flour. Now you can do this recipe with whole wheat. I've done it like that before. I just like white flour, so that's why we're doing that today. So we're gonna put all our dry ingredients in first. We got our flour, our cocoa powder, our salt and things. Put that aside, and I'm just whisk this together real quick. Nice and combined. And then we're just gonna add all of our wet ingredients pretty much. So I have my oat milk. I'm not gonna start off with all of this because this date puree, whatever paste came out a lot better than I thought. So, and smoother than I did last time, thanks to this food processor. Guys, again, get one. So I'm gonna start off with like 3/4 of this, just because I feel like this might be super powerful. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna start off with that. Then I have my oil, vanilla, and I have as my egg replacer today, this is a Greek yogurt made with almond milk. So it's dairy free and it's pretty good. I see that now. All right. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this hot coffee that I have. Whatever coffee you like, your choice. Now I'm gonna just whisk this together real good. This date paste is kind of thick, y'all. I'm gonna have to work that a little extra. This is thick, y'all. Ooh. Wow. Look at this color. Now, last time I made this, it came out a little bit darker, but it could just be the chocolate that I use. But still looks good. And luckily, because again, it's vegan, we can try this and taste this without worrying about our stomachs. How nice is that? All right, so I'm gonna try this. It's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of this date juice, date paste. I keep calling it something different every time, y'all. The dates. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Okay, another finger.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
That's turning out pretty good. Now, me personally, you can stop here, but I like mine a little bit sweeter, so I could add more dates, or I could stop here. It's up to you. You taste it, you find out. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our cupcake liner so we can go ahead and get this ready to throw in the oven. All right, so now we're going to fill our cupcake liners. I just have a couple here because I don't need to eat all these cupcakes today. And we're just gonna fill these up about halfway. All right, so these are filled, and as always, we're gonna start at 16 minutes. The oven is already at 350 degrees. Oh yeah, and I did end up adding another spoonful of my date paste to make it just a little bit sweeter. My manager wouldn't let me add any more date to it, but that's all right. It's gonna be a good taste. As she explained to me as well, we learn something new every day. As dates cook, they release more sugars and more flavor as well. So we're gonna take her word for that as well and put these in the oven without adding any more dates, and then cook these, and then we're gonna make our topping, our frosting per se. All right. So while our cupcakes are finishing, we're gonna go ahead and make this icing. So we pulled our ganache, our chocolate and oat milk mix from the fridge, and I went ahead and put it in our mixer. So we're just gonna whip this up. Now, it's not gonna whip up like traditional ganache. It's still gonna be kind of soft, but that's okay. Because it's all chocolate, it's gonna taste good anyway. Now I will note, if you wanted to deviate from our no added sugar, you could put some powdered sugar in here if you want. But we're gonna keep it our no added sugar, our healthy ganache here. We're just gonna whip this up. So we're just gonna scrape our sides here just a little bit and kind of see. Now I will admit, the last time I made this, I did it with regular chocolate, and I know it didn't whip up as much either, but we still got some air in there. This has a little bit of air. It's not as smooth as it would have been, but that's still okay. This is still good because it's still gonna be kind of just, we're just gonna dollop this on top. Anyway, we're not gonna pipe this out because it's gonna be too loose. So I'm gonna just whip this up a little bit more, just to keep a little bit more air in there and make it a little bit more fluffy. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Now it is time to assemble. Now we're just gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna just spoon this right on top, because why? This isn't stiff enough to pipe. Plus, you know, I'm ready to eat this right now. So we're just gonna dollop that right on top. If you wanna add some extra chocolate chips, you could. I'm just gonna throw 3 right in the middle. And that's it. So let us taste test our vegan, no added sugar chocolate cupcake. Let us to see. Now this is still a little warm. That's also why I just dolloped it on top, because it would melt anyways. But who doesn't love warm cake? Okay, here we go. We see it. There it is. Oh ho ho. Ooh, it's spreading. Now let's bite. Now that is double chocolatey chocolate thunder right there. And it's thick too, but a good thick, almost like a brownie thick, but it's pretty good. It's not too sweet. My manager wouldn't let me add any more dates, like we said, but it's still good. It's not like you're like, oh, this tastes healthy. It still tastes good. And then the chocolate ganache on top just makes it even more chocolatey. So I would give this a thumbs up, maybe 2 thumbs up right here. So if you are still looking for some vegan recipes, trying to change your lifestyle, but you still want to eat some good sweets, this is an easy recipe. Again, if you guys try this at home, tag me, post some pictures on Instagram, put a video up. If you post it on Instagram, tag Vintage Sweets Bakery. If you put it on YouTube, tag Chef Yay, I can't even remember my name. Tag me so that we can come together on this and have some fun. And then don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys for joining us this week, and I will see you next time. Bye. She said